next piece is going to be Glory to God, if you want to find that. Now, as we discussed earlier, Handel became a composer of oratorios after a career in opera. An oratorio is a large-scale musical composition that tells a story, usually a biblical story, a sacred story, and it's performed by an orchestra, by soloists, by ensembles, but it's not a full-on production with costumes and sets, so it's much less expensive to make. And the majority of Handel's oratorios were written as stories, as characters performing a story. But the Messiah is not. The Messiah, the text was taken from the Bible. And it's not sung by characters telling a story, it's sung as the biblical story. So the performers aren't characters. The vast majority of the text in Messiah is taken from the Old Testament. There's only a few excerpts from the New Testament, and our next movements are the only part of Messiah that are taken from the Gospels, which is kind of surprising if you're telling the story of Jesus. We felt that before we sing Glory to God, which of course is like the heavenly host celebrating, that it was important to tell the whole part of this story. And include the story of the angel of the Lord appearing before the shepherds to announce the birth of Jesus before we all get excited and celebrate it. So our own Mary Jo Reese has graciously risen to the task of performing this solo part for us, which we'll listen to, and then we'll all join her for Glory to God.